To remove the mandrel housing, we first need to remove the 4 retaining bolts. To make the job easier, we're going to be removing the entire deck. First, we need to remove tension from the idler pulley. Releasing this arm will disengage the spring, thus removing tension from the belt. Now we need to remove this keeper in order to remove the belt. Several hitch pin clips and washers hold the deck suspended to the underside of the mower. Remove these, being mindful of where they're installed. I like to store these and other small parts in sealable sandwich bags. You can easily identify and mark for their locations. I'm applying a little bit of penetrant to the mandrel retaining bolts to hopefully help save the bolts from breaking. Unfortunately, I failed at salvaging the bolts, but that's okay. We've got 4 new ones ready to go. A good cleaning at this point will aid in a good solid repair and will also allow for a visual of any other issues that may be waiting to show their face. Now that the deck is clean, we'll take a look at the new parts. We have a new mandrel assembly, 4 new bolts for the housing, a new pulley, and we have our hitch pin clips and washers from the deck. We'll start by sliding the mandrel assembly into position under the deck. Now we'll install the new bolts through the top of the deck and into the housing. I applied a small amount of general purpose grease to the threads of the bolts to try and prevent them from locking in the future. After snugging the screws down, be sure to tighten to the manufacturer's recommended specifications. The splines on the old pulley showed a fair amount of wear, so I decided it would be much more convenient to replace it now. I apply a small amount of grease to the threads of the shaft just before installing the nut and tightening to the recommended specifications. Now that we have that finished, let's install 3 new blades and again tighten to spec. Most mowers will have a belt guide somewhere on its deck or frame. This makes installing the belt rather painless. After installing the belt, now it's time to reinstall the belt keeper and tighten. We now have a repaired mower deck ready to go. All that's left is to reinstall the deck under the mower and attach the belt.